welcome back to Urban Sprawl. This episode we're going to be working in the zoo and got a few things to show you already because I have been pottering around, just adding a few little touches here and there. Last episode we built the entrance to the nocturnal section and the camel ride enclosure, and we built the ruined portal cafe, which is down there, looking very nice. That twisted vine has grown quite considerably. Still isn't beating the bamboo though. I'm guessing the bamboo being up on the roof has already got a bit of a head start. So I'll be interested to see just how tall that twisted vine gets. Today I'd like to show you the update to the nocturnal section. Now I've got a temporary wall here because I wanted to keep it dark, and we've already got our first nocturnal, well, not really nocturnal, but they do spawn at night time, I guess, more. So what I've done is I've enclosed the sections and I've given them a bit of a cave feel with some water and some dripstone, and I've closed them off and I'm just waiting for things to spawn. So this little guy spawned by himself. He was our second creature to spawn in an enclosure, and I've name tagged him, but I name tagged him Bat because in this enclosure we had some bats spawn, and I frantically ran and got some name tags and named them Bat, and when I came back they weren't there. So I've got name tags that are called Bat. So we've got a creeper named Bat. So we've got a creeper. This one is empty at the moment. Here we have a skeleton, also named Bat, because I just had the name tags on me. So we've got a skeleton in that enclosure. Oh! And because it's dark, I do actually have things spawn in the corridor here. So I do need to be aware when I'm walking through that it can be quite dangerous. Oh! Okay, we've got... How did you get... Oh, this enclosure had two skeletons and a zombie spawn. And so I shot the skeletons, obviously, and he's picked up their arrow. But he's called Bat as well. And I've just decided everything in the nocturnal enclosures are going to be called Bat. So we've got another empty enclosure, waiting for something to spawn in there. And then we have a spider named Bat. So we're getting some animals, some creatures in the nocturnal display, which is going to be really good when they all have inhabitants in them. So every now and then I wander through and see if there's anything there. We haven't had anything new for a while. What I would like to work on today is down the other end of the zoo grounds. Whoa. Oh. Stay still. Look at all the spiders. Oh my goodness. Oh. That was a lot of spiders. As I was saying, today we're going to be working down the other end of the zoo complex at the river, a man-made river. I think it's time I put the bridge in that joins this side to that side. So we're going to be following the same colour scheme as the rest of the zoo. So we've got some acacia, lots of acacia. Let's build a bridge. So here's the bridge spanning the river that comes out of the side of the mountain there, and I've just found a new pastime. Because we've got the pillager outpost on the far side of the water, I can have a bit of fun with the pillagers. Because we've got this bridge now, I've got a really quick exit route. But basically we can have them chase us. And when we get to the bridge, we can stand our ground. So as far as an entertainment value goes, this could be very, very useful. Oh. Oh. Oh, he fell down a hole. I was wondering what happened to him. Fell down a hole, mate. I might need to fill that in a little bit. Maybe I could turn the pillager outpost into a game of some sort. And this is just far enough away that they spawn reasonably quickly. Was he on a tree? I reckon he spawned on a tree. Oh! Oh! Okay, but apart from that, we've got our bridge, and I'm not too sure about the steps though. It is a little bit steep. I might end up swapping the stair blocks out for just slabs, which are a little bit neater, so to speak. That's not so steep, but we can work on that. But that's the bridge. And let's go and have a look and see if anything else has spawned in the nocturnal section. We've still got our spider. We've still got our zombie, who's still holding the arrow. Still got our skelly. And we've still got our creeper. A creeper named Bat. So we've still only got the 4 nocturnal creatures. I was hoping to have some bats spawn, but they are going to be a little bit harder to name tag because they move around so quickly. So we'll have to continually come back and monitor the nocturnal section to see if we've got any new inhabitants in the areas, in the little enclosures. Now the sniffers, I reckon, will be the next animal we build an enclosure for. And they need quite a bit of space because they're such big creatures. So this enclosure is probably not going to be big enough. So I'm thinking maybe this one, where I had the acacia trees growing. So I'll cut these trees down and we'll see about making an enclosure for the sniffers while the leaf blocks gradually disappear. So we're going to put a sniffer enclosure in this area here, and I might need to make it a little bit bigger. I'm not too sure, but the enclosure I have the 2 sniffers in back at the wool shed is probably a little bit bigger than this. So maybe over this way I might need to extend those path blocks out a little bit just to give them a little bit more room. But that's what we're going to do now, is make a sniffer enclosure. So the sniffer enclosure is finished, and I've just been back to the wool shed and picked up my last 2 sniffer eggs that I found. It seems like an eternity ago. And I got a piece of moss because putting a sniffer egg on moss makes it hatch faster. So let's go and lay the sniffer eggs in their enclosure. I haven't been too worried about hiding this door because the layout didn't lend itself nicely to having a hidden door, so that's okay. Now, so we put... I only bought 1 piece of moss. So we'll do them one at a time. There's our first sniffer egg to be hatched in the zoo. Actually, I'm going to go and get another piece of moss because that's a little bit annoying having to wait for that. And we'll put the other one here. And there we go. So we've got our 2 sniffer eggs ready to hatch in their enclosure. Now, I've decided to not decorate this one because the sniffers need just flat grass, I think. in order to find the seeds that they find. So we'll wait for them to hatch. So cute when they're small. So cute. So this other egg shouldn't be too far off hatching. Aww. Might just get rid of this moss. Hello, little fella. Oh, such a cutie. Your friend should be hatching very shortly. Oh, you got another cutie. You go say hello to your friend. Off you go. That's it. There we go. This enclosure looks massive while they're little bubbies, but I'm guessing when they're fully grown, this enclosure will be just big enough for them. Now, it is nighttime outside, and I'm very well aware that there's probably lots of oogly booglies out and about. Yes. Now, I have put up a couple of lanterns, copper lanterns, and I just want to wax them so we keep that a nice orange glow. That's better. There we go. There's a bridge. And I reckon the lanterns in the Sniffer enclosure need to be waxed as well. I don't think I put any other lanterns around. I do need to either remove this tree or trim it back a little bit because that's at head height. So there's a Sniffer enclosure, the latest addition to the zoo. And as they are matured, they'll start looking for those seed pods and we can start collecting them. I might actually put some of the seeds that they find around their enclosure just as a bit more of a decoration and to show the tourists and the visitors what they're all about. I'm guessing the Sniffer would be the highlight of the zoo, just like lots of zoos have one particular animal which is a highlight, and I reckon the Sniffer, I reckon you're the highlight. So there's the Sniffer enclosure is all complete, which is excellent. And I reckon what we'll do to end this episode is to just check the nocturnal setting and see if we have any more spawns in here. Looking at the map, I don't think we have. For some reason, he's just found himself standing over there. I'm hoping when the guests come through, the visitors... Oh, there he goes. We got our skelly. Nothing in this enclosure yet. And a creeper/bat. Okay, so no more additions to the nocturnal section. I think we might say that's the episode, guys. I'm looking forward to... Oh. Okay. I don't think... I'm guessing this was the enclosure with the creeper in it. I just don't know which one's which. I wouldn't mind having 3 creepers in the display, but to try and name tag them, I've had to rebuild this enclosure before, because I had a previous creeper spawn in there, and when I removed the glass to name tag it, it exploded. One of them's named Bat, but the other 2 aren't. So I've got a feeling if I go to get my name tags, they'll despawn anyway. So we'll have to leave that. We'll call that the end of the episode, guys. Gradually getting the zoo built up and more enclosures and structures built. If you have any ideas about what we can do with the pillager outpost over the bridge, please put it in the comments. I'd love to get some ideas. But apart from that, that's the episode. If you enjoyed the content, please give me a thumbs up. I do like your feedback. If you've just found the channel and you've enjoyed yourself, please consider subscribing. I'm No Spring Chicken. This is Urban Sprawl, and I will see you next time. Bye. Yes, I think one of them's despawned and the spiders appeared. What to do?